Hola, hola. My name is Ramon, cosmetic chemist, esthetician, lover of a thorough skincare routine. And the tea is, I have oily acne prone skin. So whenever I do my morning videos, that's what I'm targeting. The products are gonna be more lightweight, maybe more astringent, maybe a little bit more mattifying. But today we're flipping the scripts. Today's video is gonna be done with more dry skin in mind, or more sensitive, maybe more compromised skin. Also, maybe more dry acne prone skin. It's a very, very specific niche. I feel like very few products or routine videos really target. But today's video is going to be featuring more nourishing products, more soothing products, and products that are really going to leave your skin moisturized, juicy, nourished. Today's video is going to be done in partnership with Isntree, one of my favorite Korean brands. And actually, with the few products I mentioned in one of my last Yes Style hauls, I actually bought these products myself. But as with all of my routine videos, really take the concepts that I mentioned and apply them to products you already have or products that are more easily accessible to you. So let's get into it. Since this is a morning routine, I'm going to keep it still very simple, but you're going to be getting a good amount of benefits from the products. And again, the key at the end of this is to keep the skin very nourished, maybe soothe the skin and give you a lot of moisture for the daytime, just because when you have dry skin, you want moisture, you want glow, you want radiance. So let's get into it. I'm going to bring you guys closer. So here we are up close and personal, and let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to cleanse, which in the morning you can cleanse if you want to. Some people choose not to, especially those with dry skin. But when it comes to a morning cleanse, especially for dry skin, we're still going to err on the side of nourishing the skin and giving it a good amount of moisture. So I'm going to be going in with a product I was super excited about when I bought it. This is the Isntree Vegan Yam Root Milk Cleanser. When I bought this, I was super hyped because you don't really see a lot of Korean cream cleansers. And the video I made talking about it, I uploaded a couple weeks back, but we filmed that back in February. So I've been using this for a minute now, and this really is a home run for me. I love the texture, the feel, and the finish of it, but let me show you. Also, if you do see a white cast, that's because there is one. I did film a sunscreen application. So right now all I have on is sunscreen, so that's what we're gonna be washing off. So we're gonna take a couple pumps. And when it comes to using a cream cleanser, there's two ways I like to use them. First one is I'll take the product like this. I'll add just a little bit of water and I'll work that into my face and massage it to break down whatever makeup or sunscreen I have on. And then slowly as I massage it, I'll add a little bit more water and a little bit more, and a little bit more to slowly emulsify it. And basically it's gonna help break down everything. And you're gonna notice that the cleanser gets really, really milky, so it's easy to wash off. The second way is what I'm gonna show you right now. So I'm gonna start with a little bit of water in this, again, fun fact, because I'm filming in my studio, I don't got a sink, so we're gonna use a little spray bottle. And then we're gonna work it into the skin. So you can see it is not foaming, it's not sudsing up. It basically just feels like you're washing your face with a very lightweight, creamy moisturizer. There's no smell. Everything in this video is alcohol, fragrance, essential oil free. Also, most of these are niacinamide free as well if you're more sensitive to the ingredients. We love niacinamide here, but I understand people are sensitive to it. So taking a little bit more water right now. And so this is the second way I like to use a cream cleanser. So you can take a washcloth or throwing it back to SD school. These are like little sponge pads. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna wet these. And then with the wet sponges, you're basically going to manually remove the cleanser. If you have more sensitive skin, I might not recommend this just because it's a little bit of extra friction on the skin. Also, full disclosure, my skin is turning red right now. My skin is just very reactive in that if I touch it, rub it, tug it, it's gonna turn red. So it's not irritation, trust me. This doesn't irritate my skin, it's not burning. As the redness subsides, that second method of using either little sponges or a washcloth, I like to use a lot more at night when I'm really removing the day's makeup, the day's sebum, sunscreen, or I want to get a little bit of exfoliation benefit from that manual action on the skin. If I'm doing a morning cleanse, I more so prefer that first option, and I'll really be a little bit more targeted. So I'll do more so the center of my face for maybe 20-30 seconds, rinse that off, and I'm good. So the reason I like milk cleansers, or also known as cream cleansers, is the fact that A, they don't suds up. Usually the surfactants or the cleansing ingredients used in these are a little bit more gentle, and overall the formula features ingredients that are going to be more nourishing and more conditioning to the skin. For example, the yam root that Isntree uses in this is a really nice, nourishing, moisturizing ingredient. They also use lotus and okra extracts in this, which are also hydrating and nourishing. You also have brown algae and kelp extracts, as well as rice, soybean, and oat extracts. And all of those are just emollients that also help to soothe. Emollients are ingredients that essentially help to condition the skin. They give it a nice, silky feel, but also give it a nice moisturized feel as well. So overall, the ingredients in this are giving a more nourished, a more moisturized skin feel, so that when you rinse this off, you don't feel dry and tight, and it actually actually leaves somewhat of a moisturized feel on the skin already after just a simple cleanse. And you can even see after that cleanse, my skin actually has a nice glow to it. So we're nourished, we're moisturized. But we're gonna level up that moisturization. I'm gonna go in now with a moisturizer. Usually for oily skin, I'll keep it more lightweight. We'll go in with a toner, an essence, or a light serum. For drier skin, I always usually just go straight to a moisturizer. You're really starting to level up that hydration and that moisture, but in a more rich format, a more nourishing texture. And so for that, I'm gonna go in with the Yam Root Milk Cream from Isntree. So getting some of that product, you can see it is a creamy texture. It's not a super lightweight gel cream. It actually has a good amount of body to it. And like the milk cleanser, this does feature that vegan yam root, but the moisturizer features it at 57%. You're getting a good amount of that. Actually, water is like the 5th or 6th ingredient on the ingredients list. So you're really getting that moisturization and the nourishing benefits from that yam roots in the moisturizer. This does also feature the lotus and okra extracts that the milk cleanser does have. So you're getting those hydrating, moisturizing benefits. This has panthenol in it, and panthenol is one of my favorite ingredients for dry or compromised skin. It's basically a skin protectant. It helps to soothe, it helps to moisturize, but it also supports the skin as it helps to repair itself if your skin is compromised, or just aids in skin moisturization. And by that, what I mean is that it helps reduce the amount of water lost from the skin and helps to basically support the skin barrier itself in its like moisturizing benefits. But this also features ceramide and cholesterol, which in itself are components in the epidermis, the uppermost layer of the skin. So with that, you're basically fortifying the benefits of your skin's natural moisture barrier by helping to support its function. And the reason I mentioned at the beginning of the video that I think this routine is a really good option if you have dry, acne-prone skin is because the milk cream features an ingredient called phytosphingosine. And like the ingredients I just mentioned in the cream, it's going to help nourish, support the skin, aid in moisturization, but it also in itself has ingredients specifically targeting the acne-causing bacteria. So it could really help if the rest of your routine, for example, also features some other ingredients targeting acne or blemishes. So for example, if you wanted to use this in the morning, you could use a serum in the morning that maybe targets blemishes, and then at night, this can help support your skin if you're using a little bit more of a high strength active to target blemishes as well. And you can see once again, we are moisturized. This is a nourishing texture. Having oily skin, I would use this as night as my sole moisturizer. This really is a cream. It's a nourishing cream texture, which is why I think it's a great option for dry skin. Like my hands, you can see there's a good shine. They have that emollients feel. Emollients are usually attributed to oils and waxes in that it gives them that slip. It's that slippy texture. With that, what happens is that it helps to smooth down the skin cells on the uppermost layer of the skin. And by smoothing those down in their own way, they're helping to reduce water loss from the skin, which pair well with ingredients called occlusives. And occlusives are ingredients that really act more like a lightweight film on the skin to really reduce that water loss. So having a combination of emollients and occlusives is really nice, especially for dry skin. It gives a really nice textural, silky feel, and that combination also helps to aid in skin moisturization. That's where you get that nice supple glow on the skin, which on my oily skin, it verges on greasy, but on dry skin, you're just gonna shrink that up. And then this wouldn't be a morning routine without a good sunscreen. I'm featuring from Isntree, the Hyaluronic Acid Watery Sun Gel. This is one of like the most viral sunscreens in the last couple years. This is really a great sunscreen if you love a dewy glow, if you love a very moisturizing Korean sunscreen, because it still is a lightweight, elegant texture, but it features a lot of really potent skin hydrators, moisturizing agents that are really going to help support skin moisturization, support the skin barrier. We're gonna this is how I actually put on sunscreen in the morning, by the way. This is alcohol, fragrance, and essential oil free, which is nice if you do have a more sensitive skin type, a compromised skin. This is SPF 50 PA4+, and Isntree actually released the results of this, that it did reach an SPF rating of about 53, I think, with a PA rating of about 19. So really, really good broad spectrum protection. Put on way too much. But with sunscreen, remember, always take it to your ears, front and back, your neck, front and back. I really do like this sunscreen, and even having oily skin, I like it more for winter time or when I want a really glowy base underneath my makeup, just because I love a glowy sunscreen underneath a matte makeup look. It just looks like really, really like healthy, glowy skin. As you can see, I'm putting it on my eye area, no irritation from it personally. While the other products in the routine I mentioned are niacinamide free, this does have niacinamide, but if you're gonna have niacinamide in your routine, I always like to have it in at least one product, just because especially for dry skin or irritated skin or acne prone skin, niacinamide is one of those superstar ingredients that really targets all three of those in its own way and has benefits that can aid in all three of those skin concerns. It can help reduce redness, it helps support the skin moisture barrier, it can help control oil throughout the day, but also help target acne as well. So niacinamide is a really, really amazing ingredient in my mind. And then this also has a lot of antioxidants. And so I mentioned in some of the other videos, you have a lot of skin moisturizing ingredients, skin soothers. The cleanser and the moisturizer don't have necessarily very potent antioxidants. So especially for the daytime, that is an ingredient category I do like to have, just because antioxidants with sunscreen is like a powerhouse combo to really protect the skin. And so in the Watery Sun Gel, you have things like pecnogenol, you have Centella asiatica, you have purslane, astaxanthin, Hoitounia cordata. A lot of those also double as skin soothers, but you're really getting good antioxidant protection for the daytime. And then as you see in the name, this does have hyaluronic acid. It has a couple different weights of hyaluronic acid. So you're really getting a good amount of hydration in the skin. And I know we mentioned ingredients that help support skin moisturization. Having humectants in your routine like hyaluronic acid pair really well with the emollients and occlusives I mentioned earlier. So those three really are a good powerhouse combo for really, really thoroughly moisturized, nourished skin in my mind. And then this does feature a ceramide in it as well. So it's again, really boosting up skin moisturization. And then in terms of UV filters, this is a fully chemical sunscreen. This features octisalate, homosalate, tinosorb S, tinosorb M, polysilicone 15, and eugenol A+. It does have tinosorb M in it, which if you are a stranger to my channel, tinosorb M, while it is a chemical filter, is an insoluble chemical filter. So basically it's little solid particles that are dispersed in the sunscreen. And because it is little solid particles, you do have a risk of a white cast, but I can confirm this is deep skin friendly. My friend Julian, he has a sunscreen database. You can find it on Google. Just Google Scamander 14. He actually really does like this one. It looks really great on his skin. So do note that you're getting really high protection, really good broad spectrum protection. It works on all skin tones, but it just leaves a dewy, moisturized finish. So with that, if you just want to do a more simple morning routine, you can skip that moisturizer if you find the sunscreen in itself offers you those moisturizing benefits, because a sunscreen is really just a moisturizer with UV filters put in it. But if you really want to up the ante, really give your skin rich moisture, cleanser, good moisturizer, and sunscreen is really a well-rounded routine for the morning that'll keep you nourished and protected for the whole day. And so yeah, you can see we're glowy. We are moisturized. We are, what is the word? Glazed donut? Is that what the kids say nowadays? But this is a really good routine I recommend if you have dry skin. Notice throughout the whole routine, I'm really emphasizing ingredients that help to support skin moisturization. We have a good amount of actives and extracts that support skin moisturization, a good amount of skin soothers. Then we're doubling that up by just protecting the skin in the morning. At night, really, you can keep the first two steps and that's your full routine. You can maybe throw an extra toner in there. The Isntree line does also have a cream toner, which is really nourishing as well. That would just go in between your cleanser and your moisturizer. But yeah, I'm ready to go for the day now. Also, realistically, that routine would have taken all of like 2 minutes, but we're here, we're chatting, we're talking, we're bonding. So let me know down below in the comments section, have you tried the vegan yam root line from Isntree? Do you love it as much as I do? Also, let me know what other products might you throw up in this routine if you have dry, sensitive, compromised, or maybe dry, acne-prone skin. I just love hearing from you guys, especially since I don't personally have dry skin, just because I love hearing what you guys like to use and what really works for you guys to really give me a good perspective. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so that you know when I post more skincare, sunscreen, and Fenty related content on my channel. Give the video a thumbs up, and thanks for watching, guys. Bye.